I'm back, and so is my bow. Guys, so for today's makeup look, we are going in with a Kylie Jenner inspired look. This, to me, I feel like is her signature look. Like anytime you pretty much see her on Snapchat or at like an event, it's pretty much a really similar look. What I'm gonna be doing for today, this is my inspo pic. I pulled it off of her Instagram. Almost everybody knows that Makeup by Ariel is her makeup artist. He does such an incredible job. I'm obsessed with the way that he does winged liner. I think it looks... Since we were doing a winged liner, I'm going to start in with my eyes. It's been a really long time since I've done a winged liner on myself or on anybody else. So I'm praying to the makeup winged eyeliner gods that it's going to turn out okay. So because her eyeliner is so sharp and her makeup in general is pretty winged out and sharp, I'm going to go in with tape. And I'm going to just pop that underneath my eye like so. So to prep my lids, I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm just going to apply a little bit on the lids, blend it out with a damp beauty blender. To set my lids, I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Compact. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I love the way this makes my makeup look. By Ariel probably used a bunch of different Kylie Cosmetics palettes and a bunch of her different eyeshadows. I personally don't have any for eyeshadow, so I'm just going to go in with similar tones. For that, I'm going to be using a bunch of different Melt Cosmetics eyeshadows. I don't believe this is like the stack itself, but these are just the common colors that I like using all together. So that's what we're going to be doing today. First one I'm going to be going in with is Blur, and on a big fluffy brush, I'm going to pop that into the crease just to give me the guide for what I need. And I'm going to try and keep this in the upper crease as much as possible. Go back in with a little bit more Blur and just build that color up. In this photo, they have the center of her eyeshadow going up into her brow. So I'm just going to take whatever's left over on my brush and lightly buff it in and up towards the brow. I'll be going in with Unseen, which is just a slightly darker and warmer brown. And I'm going to go in with that same brush. And again, keeping it mainly on the upper part of the crease. I'm going to focus majority of this color on the outer V, and then slowly drag it in towards the center of the face. And I'm just going in really small sections in little windshield wiper motions. Again, whatever's left over, I'm just pushing it up towards the brows. So now I'm going to go in with a more precise brush and the color Rust, which is just a deeper, darker brown. Just going to apply this mainly on the outer V and then slightly up into the crease because I just want to intensify this outer crease a bit more. And whatever's left over, I'm just going to start dragging it in towards that inner corner, but keeping it still pretty high up in the crease. Up towards the brow. And then I'm going to go back in with my blending brush and just blend everything out, make sure that there's no harsh lines. Now I'm going back in with Blur and that first brush, and I'm just going to put this back in the upper crease, make sure that we have no harsh lines. Now to cut the crease, I'm actually just going to go back in with with this Charlotte Tilbury powder and just a flat brush, and I'm just going to apply that on the lid. And then I'm going to go back in with another fluffy brush. This has no product on it, and I'm going to buff all of that out. So for my eyeliner today, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline gel liner and this MAC Cosmetics 210 brush. And I always like to start on the lid. I apologize for at any point I jump out of frame while doing my liner. I just need to be insanely close to the mirror while doing it. So I just took off my tape because I realized that I don't need it. So to create the wing, I'm going to go in with a more angled brush. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the face. I'm going to go in with my Cover FX Blurring Primer. Going to warm it up in between my fingers, and then I'm just going to press this in all the areas where I have larger pores. Now we're going to color correct with that Cover FX Peach Color Corrector. My eyes are a little bit more red and irritated underneath the eye just because I had to clean up my eyeliner like 7,500 times. I'm going to drag my color corrector a little bit up higher in the outer corner, a bit more than normal, to correct a little bit of that redness. So for foundation today, I'm going to be going in with that same little cocktail as I did in my Effortless Glam video. This is the Smashbox 15 Hour Wear Foundation, and then this is the NARS Radiant Natural Long Wear Foundation. So the two of these together are perfecto. I like to shake them up, and then I just put them onto a little palette, and then I mix them from there and then apply them onto the skin. Just like before with that foundation brush, I'm going to paint the skin, center of the face. Ooh, that's a lot. And then work my way out. Bronze up the skin, I'm going to go in with that Chanel bronzer, the cream bronzer again, and that same MAC brush. And I'm just going to hit the perimeters of the face. Once I have it pretty much all applied and almost completely blended in, I like to go in with the Beauty Blender to finish blending it and just give it that seamless, more natural look. For concealer, Kylie typically has a pretty bright under eye, so I'm going to go in with two different concealers today. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin Flawless in the shade Light Warm, and I'm just going to focus this in my darker areas. And then directly underneath that wing. Then I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape in Light Sand and just put that over top. Down the center of the face. And then in between the brows and the forehead. Again, taking my damp beauty sponge and blending all of that out. Now to set everything, I just re-dampened my Beauty Blender, and I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to bake my under eyes. Kylie posts a video of her in Glam. They're always baking her under eyes and just the center of her face. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more powder and set the rest of my face. I just love the way the powder and the Beauty Blender work together because I feel like it melts it into the skin. On the skin, I'm going to be going in with Hoola Caramel, or Caramel, however you pronounce it, and then the Smashbox brush. And I'm going to hit the perimeters of my face. Now to contour, I'm just going to go in with Hoola by Benefit. This is just the OG. And then that angled Smashbox contour brush. And then, of course, the nose. With bronzing up the nose, I'm going to make sure that I connect it into the eyeshadow in the inner corner, which also connects up into the brow. Now for blush, I'm going to go in with Urban Decay's Fetish. Kylie's wearing a really pretty pinky blush. She definitely has really rosy cheeks in that photo. So this is the perfect color for that blushing cheek look. Now I'm going to bake underneath the cheeks. So while I have my powder beard, I'm going to go in and finish the rest of the eyes. The lower lash line, she doesn't seem to have a super blown out lower lash line. It seems pretty soft. So I'm going to go in with Rot to just line the lower lash line, and that's going to be on a flat brush. And then to buff that out, I'm going to go in with a fatter pencil brush and the first two shades that we used, which were Blur and Unseen, and I'm just going to soften up that line. So I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of that Maybelline gel liner and that MAC brush, and I'm going to drag a little bit of the eyeliner down towards the inner corner and give me more of that like cat eye effect. Lashes today, I'm going to be going in with the Ardell Wispies in black. These are my absolute favorite eyelashes in the entire world. Kylie always looks like she has really natural lashes on, and I don't know if she has lash extensions or if she's just really blessed with gorgeous lashes like that, but to get that look, I'm going to go in with the Ardell Wispies. Now we have our lashes on. I'm going to go in with the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash and apply some mascara onto these lower lashes. I dusted off my bake with a Duo Fiber brush, and I just blended it in to my blush and bronzer just to soften it up a little bit. Now for highlight, I'm going to go in with the Dose of Colors Fuego highlight and apply this on the top of the cheekbones and then above the brow. And then just very, very softly down the center of the face, because Kylie doesn't really have super highlighted skin. And then I'm going to go back in with my beauty blender and just press that into the skin. I'm just going to take a spoolie and brush through my brows just because there was a bit of powder in them. And then I also darkened them up a little bit here on the end of the brow, the tail of the brow. Set my brows into place. I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Brow Gel, brushing my brow hairs up just so they look a little bit fuller. And so now that I have my lashes on, I'm going to go back in with that first blender brush, and there's no additional product on here, but I'm just going to make sure that everything is really nice and seamless and buffed out, and that we have no crazy looking lines. Now to set everything into place, I'm going to go in with my MAC Fix Plus and just drench my skin. I'm going to take the beauty blender once again and just press everything into the skin. Lastly, for lips, Kylie has an ombre style lip going on, so I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever pencil in Versatile Chestnut. I'm going to line my lips with this. Now that I have my lips completely lined with that lip liner, I'm going to go in with a Dose of Colors Katie X Desi A Mauve Story. And then using my finger, I'm going to blend it out. And then back in with that lip liner. You guys, I changed, I did my hair, I am heading out the door. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon. Bye!